Hi, so I'm setting myself a challenge. I will walk 20,000 steps a day, quit sugar, and aim for 8 hours of sleep for the next 21 days. You wonder why? Well, let me tell you about it. So the main reason for me to do this challenge is to get my energy back. For the last couple of years, I have been feeling pretty flat, and it's hard to get out of bed. It's hard to get through the day. And then at the end of the day, I come home and I don't have the energy to actually do my workouts or exercise. And yeah, it's annoying. And at the ripe age of 47, I need to exercise to keep my muscle mass high. And I want to be able to have the energy to go out and meet my friends and do other things. So with the school holidays starting today, I thought 21 days is a good amount of time to see if changing those 3 things will make a difference to my life. So I've weighed myself this morning, and scaringly, the numbers aren't great. I'm a whopping 87.1 kilograms, which I haven't been in years. And so hopefully this challenge will see a little change in my weight as well. I have tried many things over the last 2 years, be it counting calories, ordering meals that are calorie controlled. I'm not a big cook, so I thought that might be helpful, so I didn't have to think about food. But I always still fell off the wagon and ended up buying the biscuits, the chocolates, whatever, to reward myself for being good. So weight loss is hopefully a side effect of this challenge. Step-wise, I tend to walk around 10,000 to 13,000 steps a day anyway, due to my work. So to actually make it a challenge, I thought 20,000 steps will be quite tricky, especially now in the school holidays that I'm not at work, and I usually spend a lot more time in bed on the couch and just relaxing. This will be hard and make me feel uncomfortable, but that's the whole point. And to cover the sleep, I do know about myself that I do best on at least 8 hours of sleep. Sometimes I'm even better with 9. But due to having to get up early in the mornings to walk the dog before work, I have to get up at 5:30 each morning. And that's not really the time that most people want to get up. Plus, I don't make it to bed early enough to get my 8 hours. So in these holidays, I'm aiming to be in bed or stay in bed at least for 8 hours to get that sleep I need. And apparently that should give me an energy boost as well. So the combination of doing extra steps, having no sugar in my system, and sleeping more, I will hopefully see quite a bit of an improvement at the end to my overall well-being, and that I might actually be able to go for a run after work or do my weights training without feeling sluggish and exhausted. Okay, so day 1 of the experiment or the challenge, I went to the supermarket last night and got myself some healthy foods to snack on, and with no added sugar to it. I'm quite aware of sugar withdrawals because I've done this before, not that successfully. So I have added some bananas, apples, etc. to ensure I get quite a bit of natural sugar in my diet to hopefully avoid the sugar crush and the splitting headaches that come with it. Saying that, in good old fashion as a sugar addict, I did go out last night and bought some treats, as it was my last night of treats, of course. Not that I needed the calories according to the scales this morning, but yes, I'm human and I'm a highly addicted sugar addict, and boy, did I love those biscuits. Research suggests that people who walk less than 4,000 steps a day have the highest mortality rate. It also suggests that walking more than 12,000 steps a day doesn't have an impact on mortality rates anymore, but it will still significantly increase your general health, such as your muscle mass, your cardiovascular health, your mental health, sleep quality, just to name a few, and hopefully, in my case, weight loss as well. Plus, my body is really sore since hitting perimenopause, and movement actually really helps out with that. So yes, on our first walk of the day, and Harvey and I are going to aim for the 20,000 steps. So we will let you know by the end of the day if we got there. Okay, day 1 is still going, and I had a few temptations today. I've actually just come back from a catch up with a friend, and we met at a pub. And of course, I walk in the door and the first thing I see is mulled cider, which is one of my favorites as it's sweet. So I huffed and puffed, but I thought I can't fall off the wagon on day 1 already. So I stuck to my commitment and ordered a coffee and had some water, and still had a great catch up with my friend. And to get the steps up, I walked to the pub and now got back to my car because I sort of had to drive in a little bit. And I'm still only at about 12,000 steps. So I'm going to take myself for a nice walk around the park here and see where we're at step-wise at the end of it, and when I get home I still have to take Harvey out for a walk. So hopefully by tonight, before it gets dark at about 5:30, I've managed to get to the 20,000 steps. Otherwise I'll have to do a few laps around the kitchen table, I think. So I will keep you posted. Okay, so day one is done, and I'm happy to report it was a success. I've managed to walk even more than 20,000 steps, and we'll probably do a few hundred more now that I'm walking around, making dinner, and I still have to pack the car for our little adventure to Wilson's Promontory National Park tomorrow. I'm going camping by myself and planning on doing some really cool hikes, which should really help with the step count. So 20,000 steps, hopefully not a problem. Also should help with the sugar content because I'm not taking any treats and there's no shops around. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will be fine the next 2 days, and I will keep you posted how I'm going. But at this point, really proud. I made it through the first day, and as they say, getting started is the hardest thing. So we're started, 20 days to go, and see you soon. Bye. Hi. Day 2 is coming along, and yeah, I've only reached about 10,000 steps today because I've come on my adventure to Wilson's Prom National Park, and basically spend most of the day driving, dropping off the dogs, getting organized. And I literally just got down to Tidal River at about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and just did a quick walk up to Pillars Point. Took some amazing pictures. Just look at this view. It's my favorite spot in the world, and I could just sit here forever, but I have to head back to Yanaki to set up camp and be organized for the night before it gets dark at about 5:30, and I definitely need to get the fire on. So steps, I'm not sure if I'll make the 20,000 today just because of the driving, but with all the incidental walking that will happen while setting up camp, going to the bathrooms, going to the kitchen, etc., making dinner, I hope I might even at least get close. And treat-wise, haven't had any sugar. I made sure I ate enough protein and healthy foods and snacks all day. So far so good. Actually haven't got any sugar cravings, no sugar hangovers, no headaches, and so everything is going well. And tomorrow I've got a big hike planned up Mount Oberon, and then probably coming back up here to go down to Squeaky Beach. Hence I should actually get a lot of extra steps in tomorrow to make up for today's loss if I don't get there. So yeah, day 2 of the challenge nearly done. I might see if I can get a little video of my campsite because it's absolutely amazing at the Wilson's Prom Holiday Park. The view is just stunning. Good morning, day 3 of the challenge, and I've just woken up in Yanaki on the campground with Wilson's Prom right behind me, as you can see there. That's the actual view from the side, which is amazing. And it feels like -2 degrees according to my phone, and it's about 1. So I've got layers of layers on. Sleep last night wasn't the best. Since I started this challenge for the last 2 days, I've started waking up at stupid times, like 2 a.m. in the morning. I was wide awake here and back home yesterday. So fingers crossed that sleep will come along a little bit better in the next 2 nights after doing all these hikes today. And step-wise, yesterday I actually didn't quite make it to the 20,000 steps just because my watch died and because of all the driving all day. I feel like I've done about 15,000 steps, give or take, because my watch died and I couldn't quite tell you exactly, but I'm pretty sure I'll make them up today, being up early and doing 2 hikes plus the incidental walking around the campsite. Sugar still perfect because I haven't got any with me, so couldn't do anything about that. And enjoy the views, and I will get the fire going and get some warmth because my fingers are freezing off. See you later. Okay, just climbing up Oberon, and it's only 3.9 kilometers up, but it's all and steadily going up. So I'm huffing and puffing, Pretty sure that counts for more than the normal steps. So I'm just back from Mount Oberon, and on the way back to the campsite have come past the Prom wildlife walk, and I don't know if you can see it, but there in the distance is actually 2 emus walking around. So I'll take myself for another walk to get the steps up. Got my protein shake because I'm really craving chocolate right now and I need some food, and lunch is a little while away. So yeah, let's have a look what we find on this walk. Sorry for the bad lighting, but I'm on a campsite and it's pitch black, and yeah, I don't have any other lights anymore. But I finally, 8:15 p.m, I finally managed to get to my 25,000 steps that I set myself for today to make up for yesterday's, and boy oh boy, it was a challenge. It was a little bit painful. It was uncomfortable today because I really just wanted to chill, and I still had like 5,000 steps to go. So mental note, 25,000 steps a day is hard. You really have to try. And even though I'm on a campsite doing a lot of incidental walking, did 2 hikes, had to do another beach walk for half an hour, and then just walked around the campsite backwards and forwards to get there. So yeah, done it, proud of myself. Still no sugar headaches or anything, which is really bizarre. No withdrawals, and I actually haven't really felt like eating sweets either. So I guess lots of walking and fresh air is the best medicine for all that. And maybe in the back there you might be able to see the full moon. It's still up, it's still there, so let's hope I can sleep through it. Otherwise I'll be in bed soon and just be up really early and try to stay warm until the sun comes out. I thought I'd do a quick update because I was just absolutely stunned when I stepped onto the scales, and apparently I've lost 2.3 kilos in the last, 4 days? Today's day 4 of the challenge, so not sure if that's true, but the scales shouldn't lie. Yay to me, and yay to you if you're trying to do something like this. Staying off the sugar and walking a lot seems to be making a dent, finally, after nothing happening after years. I'm quite aware this will slow down. It's probably just water that was sitting there and bloating me all the time. But yeah, day 4, happy start, and Harvey and I are off for a walk in a minute to keep going. Hi, day 5, and I've had a bit of a funny one. I had to sleep in this morning after camping the last 2 days. I also had a hairdressing appointment, so that took 2.5 hours out of the day. And then, I don't know, I had some other chores to do, like cleaning up the house, etc., that I just didn't get to walk as much as I wanted to today. But Harvey and I are out again, 4:30 p.m. in the afternoon, trying to make up some steps. I'll drop him off in a minute at home, and then I think I will have to go out by myself again to walk a bit faster. And hopefully, before it gets really dark, I'm at least somewhere near the 20,000 steps today. Some days it's just harder than others, and today's one of those days.
Okay, I made it. I literally just walked myself around the block for an hour to make up the missing 10,000 steps. And guess what? I did it. But I'm done now. So happy to report 20,000 steps done today. Again, day 5, done and dusted. No sugar. And actually last night I slept around 8.5 hours, which was amazing. So I'm aiming to put on pajamas, have dinner, have a cup of tea, and then watch some TV and be in bed early again to hopefully start the day tomorrow a lot earlier than today, so I don't have to walk around in the dark and cold to get those steps in. So have a good night, and yes, I'll report how it goes for the rest of the week.
Good morning, day number 6. And guess what? I'm out walking again. I took myself to a little gorge close by from home, so I didn't have to drive far, and I did leave the dog at home because he has got a sniffing around today and just not walking very fast. So in order not having to do what I had to do last night and run around in the dark, I thought I'll take myself out for a walk quickly now, so I'll get my steps up and hopefully I'm done and dusted with the 20,000 by this afternoon. I had a healthy breakfast, some porridge with fruit, a little bit of a cup of tea. I organised my lunch, which is a high protein red lentil and pumpkin soup, and dinner I'm not quite sure yet, but so far so good. Day 6, still on 100% track.
Hi. Okay, week 1 is done. Woohoo me! How do I feel? Well, pretty tired this morning because I went to bed late last night, which is my own fault. Also didn't have a great day yesterday health-wise. I just felt a bit sore and sicky and not quite right. So I have to admit I didn't make the 20,000 steps yesterday. I sort of got stuck on about 15,000. I will try and make them up this week throughout the days anyway. But no major changes really in the way I feel. But I have noted that I feel a lot less bloated and that I'm less tired, definitely in the mornings. And also my body is less sore, as in the usual hip pain and lower back pains that usually bother me have not shown up. Saying that my legs and my backside, my bottom are pretty sore from all the walking, but my body seems to enjoy the extra bit of exercise, especially if it's not just done on concrete. So I'm trying to walk on grass or softer surfaces where I can, and always make sure that I wear my good walking or hiking shoes. Other than that, I have actually lost a little bit of weight. Not as crazy as I thought at the beginning of the week. Remember when I said I seem to have lost 2.4 kilos suddenly in 4 days, but it seems to have even out at around 85 point something. Every time I went back on the scales, the number changed a bit. So it was somewhere between 85.1 and 85.5. Saying that, that's still great. That's what? I think I was about 87 point. So that's about 2 kilos in a week, which would still be absolutely amazing. So fingers crossed it's all not just a fluke, and I will keep going. Today, as you can see out there, it's a little bit grey, so hopefully I'll get a lot of steps in before the rain hits. And I'm going out for dinner tonight with a friend. So yes, I have to work out how to get around the no sugar bit there, but I guess sparkling waters and a healthy meal and definitely no dessert, which will be so hard because it's an Italian restaurant and I love a tiramisu. Anyway, I will keep you posted, and yeah, have a great weekend. See you soon. Bye.